Melanie. Lamborn fires back to Grohl in the corner. Three-pointer, yes! Nothing but net for Tierra Grohl, and the Rebels are back on top.
Rich Rebel basketball is on.
Back outside, Hopkin open three, yes! Julia Hopkin ties it!
After going 20-8 and finishing 5th at last season's state tournament, the Lady Rebels have their eyes fixed on finishing a few spots higher this season.
Dribbles across the timeline, passes up ahead, and Risha Larson with the finish from the right side.
Coach Cody Lundgren returns for his 3rd season on the bench, and with 8 seniors on the squad and a realigned region, the Rebels are ready to run.
Dishes off, Leifson turns, shoots, and hits. Jackie Leifson with the bucket.
MyLocalRadio.com presents Rich Rebel basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 Rebel Radio with live streaming video at MyLocalRadio.com.
Yep, Amber Lee for the three. Right wing, yes, Amber Lee Smith.
Rich High School Hoops is brought to you by
Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, by West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign of Evanston. The Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, and by MyLocalRadio.com.
Kick it across, Cornea left baseline jumper, good. Nothing but net, Kaylee Cornea.
And now, Rebel Round Ball fans,
Leifson again, this time lobs it in. Nye, quick shot, got it to go, Kim Nye.
Put the kids to bed, tie up the horses, and turn up the volume.
Katie fires across the lane, nice pass. Larson wide open, and Talisha.
As we head courtside to join the voice of the Rich Rebels, Ryan Steineckert.
Kiara for three from the right wing, yes!
Good morning and welcome, Rebel fans, to Rich High School Lady Rebel basketball on KADQ 98.3 FM and MyLocalRadio.com. Today, the Rebels hit the hardwood for a battle with the Lyman Eagles. This will be a tough one, probably the toughest opponent of the weekend for the girls basketball team, who lost to Mountain View and Green River in the last couple of days. Tip-off is set for 30 minutes from now. In the meantime, we have your comprehensive family dental pregame show, including the Lazy S Ranching scene set. You're tuned in to Rich High School basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live streaming video online at MyLocalRadio.com.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210.
Welcome back to the Rebel pregame show, brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental, providing quality family dentistry since 1998. We've got an exciting game for you this morning as the Rich girls basketball team takes on the Lyman Eagles, a 5-0 team, consolation champs last year in Wyoming 3A, and they've started 5-0 this year, including wins over 4A Rock Springs on Thursday, 4A Cheyenne Central yesterday. They beat 4A Green River last weekend, plus wins over Wind River and Cokeville. Lyman has started hot, and we'll tell you more about why when we get to them. The Rebels are coming off the 3 straight losses. They lost on Thursday to Mountain View pretty badly, 64-30, but bounced back yesterday and played a good, competitive, close game against Green River. Rebels had the lead at the half, 29-25, but were overtaken in the third quarter, and Green River went on to win 61-53 in what could have been a blowout. But the Rebels really came out fired up. They played well and competed really well against 4A Green River. The loss, again, is the Rebels' 3rd consecutive. After starting the season 4-1, they've lost to Bear Lake, Mountain View, and Green River in the last 3 games. And today is probably their toughest, maybe best opponent of the season. The Lyman Lady Eagles, who come in at 5-0. They were the consolation champs last year. They won the state title, took 3rd in 2015-16. They won it in 2014-15. And in Lyman girls basketball history, just 4 state titles. One in 2015, the last one before that, 95. They won it in 85, and then in my birthday year, 1979. So 4 state titles for the Lyman Lady Eagles. Yesterday, Lyman went toe-to-toe and blow for blow with Cheyenne Central, a 4A Wyoming team who lost to Evanston on Thursday. And coming down to the wire, Lyman was down by 2. McKinley Bradshaw launched a 3 and drained it at the buzzer to give Lyman the win, 54-53. Bradshaw finished with 40 points, and so far this season is averaging right around 20 per game. And we'll hear a little bit more about and from her when it's time for our coaches pregame show. I had a chance to bumped into McKinley over at the junior high, or at the East Side School, and we'll talk with her in just a bit. Our scene set is brought to you by Lazy S Ranching, encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. Teams just starting to come out of the locker room, at least Lyman is. The JV teams are facing off against each other over at the other school here in Rock Springs, and a varsity game is coming up in a few minutes. Now, looking back at the history of matchup between Rich and Lyman, I could find 4 times these teams have met going back to the 01-02 season where my records began. Rebels pretty dominant the first time these teams met in 04-05, and I know they met before that, but again, my records don't go back that far. Rebels won that game by 21, 60-39, but the last 3 years here at the Flaming Gorge Classic, it's been Lyman winning by 8, by 4, and then last year by 19 points. This is a very good Lyman team. Rebels are just 1-3 against Lyman over the course of the last 15 years. That's your scene set, presented by Lazy S Ranching, encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. We're just under 25 minutes away from the opening tip between the Rebels and the Eagles. When we return on the Comprehensive Family Dental pregame show, we'll visit with our standout student, and this morning that's Shelby Burton from Rich High School. We'll talk with her when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
When it comes to hard things in life, don't say, why me? Just say, try me. Remember, it's the tough things that make us the strongest. The cattle ranchers at Lazy S Ranching are proud supporters of the youth in our community. Sim, Joe Jean, Carol, and Millie Weston, along with Sim Jr. and Maggie, remind everyone to eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. That's right. Eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. Founded in 1997, the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho serves Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming and is proud to sponsor the students and staff at Rich High School. The Mound Valley Cattle Company is established on the foundation of hard work, commitment, and perseverance, knowing that every individual on the team must give their best for the team to succeed. The same principles that students and athletes at Rich High School are learning today that will help them lead tomorrow. The Mound Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614.
Back on the Rebel pregame show, presented by Comprehensive Family Dental, providing quality family dentistry since 1998. It's the final day of the Flaming Gorge Classic and the first game of the day here at Rock Springs High School, Rich versus Lyman. We'll be back to talk with our standout student, Shelby Burton, right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
In life, your integrity could also be considered your own personal brand. In ranching, the brand outlasts the rancher. As individuals, your character and your integrity also outlast your lifetime. At Reese Land and Livestock, the Rexes congratulate the Rich County School District students as they create personal integrity, their own individual brands, and wish you good luck in this year's academics and sports.
Ryan Steineckert with Shelby Burton, sophomore at Rich High School. Thanks for your time today, Shelby.
Thank you.
How's your sophomore year going?
Really good. I really enjoy it. It's harder than freshman year.
What's been more difficult?
Just the classes, a lot of required classes, not so many electives.
So now they're getting a little tougher. The classes you're taking, are there some that you really enjoy?
Yes, I like musical. I'm just doing it this year. It's my first year, and I liking it so far.
What's your role for Beauty and the Beast?
I just have a lot of small ones. I'm a cup, and in some of the scenes, I'm just a background person mostly.
But you're enjoying it?
Yes.
Did you do the musical or any acting in middle school?
No, this year my friend convinced me to try out with her, so I was like, sure, why not?
Sure, the peer pressure. It's a good one this time, though, right?
Yep.
Shelby, what else are you involved with at Rich High School?
I do volleyball and manage basketball.
What do you like about playing volleyball?
I like that it's like a team sport, and you have to really be a team to make it work. You can't have one bad player, and so it all ends up working. So.
Have you played basketball in the past?
Yes, in middle school and then freshman year, and then this year I'm managing.
Why the change from playing to managing?
Just wanted to try it, see how I like it basketball wasn't my favorite, so I just decided to try managing.
And what's the verdict? Do you like it?
I like it, but it's kind of boring in practice just to sit there.
Have you told Coach Lundgren that maybe he'll give you more to do?
No.
You don't want more to do?
I don't, but then it's still like, I don't know.
What about, so you said you're doing the musical, you've got some roles in Beauty and the Beast. Anything else? You do anything in the spring, track and field?
I did track last year, and I'm still debating this year. Maybe I might not, I don't know.
Has Lundgren tried to recruit you for golf?
No. Golfing, I've never done that, and I feel like I would not be good at it.
Do you have any classes that you really like, or are you starting to get an idea or form a picture of maybe a career or college or what you're going to do after high school?
Yeah, I've known for a while. I kind of want to be a kindergarten teacher. I like kids, and so I feel like that's something I'd be good at.
You've known for a while, so how long have you known that you've wanted to do that?
Well, when my aunt had her boy, I started babysitting, and so just babysitting to get some money, and then I was like, this is kind of fun. This would be interesting to do, like bigger and make a job out of it, so...
So what's the career path to become a kindergarten teacher?
I know that you have to go to school for a little bit longer than a normal teacher because you have to learn like kids. But other than that, I haven't really done a lot of research.
You got a little time, right? You're a sophomore.
Right.
Anything else you like to do, hobbies or things you're interested in outside of school?
Yes, I ride my horse. I've done queening for rodeos, and I've been queen and princess in a couple rodeos, so...
Were you in parades this summer? Were you a queen or a princess this year?
Yes, this year I was queen second attendant. I'm trying to decide if I'll try out again because it's a lot of dedication over the summer. But yeah, I was queen second attendant.
What's the benefit, or why participate in that? How does that help you to do queening and princessing and whatever it is?
I like it because it helps you with like job interviews in the future because you have to go in front of the judges and talk to them and stuff. And I also just like riding, so it's just something to do.
You said to me earlier you're going to just get out and ride this spring. I said, for the rodeo? No, not that.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to probably go out. My grandpa has a ranch, and so I'll just go and ride through the fields, maybe help him this summer a little more.
Do you like helping out on the ranch?
Yes, I really like helping, especially if my cousin's there.
Then you just kind of hanging out and doing a little work?
Yeah, a little bit.
What do you like about being out on a horse and riding? What's fun about that?
I like the feeling of like being free. I also really like my horse. She's super fast, and so like just going and running, the wind it's just awesome.
Shelby, anything else we should know about you?
Nope, that's about it.
What is your favorite thing about being a rich rebel?
I like that it's a small school, so I know everyone, and I like that we're super together as a school. If something happens, we're there to help each other.
Shelby Burton, sophomore at Rich High School, thanks for your time. Good luck managing the team. Good luck in the show. I guess I should say break a leg in the show, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shelby. You're tuned into the Comprehensive Family Dental pregame show, and up next we'll talk with the coaches of today's teams in the Cody Lundgren Coaches Show. Rich Rebel Basketball on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
It's the Chevy Employee Discount Sale going on now at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. You pay what employees pay. What does that mean? Total savings of up to $11,000 on the remaining 2017s and select 2018s. And with a trade-in assist of up to $3,000, the time to buy is now. Auto Farm is stuffed with vehicles. It's the Chevy Employee Discount Sale going on now at Auto Farm. You pay what employees pay.
Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Randolph is located near the geographic center of Rich County, Utah, on a high plateau with an average elevation of 6,300 feet. The first group of settlers, led by Randolph H. Stewart, camped on a knoll south of the present town site on March 14, 1870. Randolph is a town of extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to minus 40 in the winter. The folks who live here are also extreme, extremely loyal, extremely friendly, and extremely supportive of our youth. Good luck to all the Rich Rebels this year from everyone at the town of Randolph.
This is a Lady Rebel basketball coach, Cody Lundgren, and you're tuned in to the pregame show on Rebel Radio. Opening tip is less than 20 minutes away on KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to the Cody Lundgren Coaches Show here on KADQ. Today, the Rebels wrap up the Flaming Gorge Classic facing the Lyman Eagles. The Rebels are 0-2 at this tournament. The Eagles are 2-0 and 5-0 on the season. Got one of the top players in the state, McKinley Bradshaw. Stay tuned. It's the Rich Rebels and the Lyman Eagles coming up this morning here on KADQ. No one sees the game the way the coaches do, so we'll take a few minutes to visit with opposing coach Jason Hansen. We'll also hear briefly from McKinley Bradshaw, and then we'll talk to Rebel head man Cody Lundgren and get his thoughts on today's game. We'll be right back with more of Rich Rebel basketball and the wildlife with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
We sell fun. Come see and feel the fun when you shop at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. You and your family will have fun year-round, in the water with personal watercraft, in nature driving your side-by-side or riding your four-wheeler, or in the mountains on your snow machine. It's always fun at Cache Honda Yamaha, no matter what the season is. Our showroom is full of inventory to choose from. Start having more fun today. Visit Cache Honda Yamaha between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91. We sell fun.
Ryan STEINECKERT with Jason Hansen, head coach of the Lyman Eagles. Coach, you're off to a hot start, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been a good start to a good season. We've had a few injuries early, and hopefully we'll get those girls back to make us a little bit tougher. But I'm happy with our progress and where we're at this year.
Consolation champs last year. What do you bring back from that team with varsity experience?
We bring back quite a few girls with varsity experience. We lost 2 key players from last year's team, but we had a lot of girls get a lot of time last year that were young, and so they're pretty savvy now. So,
was it Emily Jackson running the point the last few years? Has that been a tough spot to replace?
It has been very tough to replace. We've had McKinley and a couple other girls help bring the ball up, but we really miss her with that ball handling position. So.
McKinley's like the LeBron James of Wyoming girls basketball. She's running the point, she's in the post, she's hitting game-winning threes, she does it all.
Yeah, she's just one of those that if you get one of those, you got to use her a lot. So she's a great player and just top-notch kid too.
Last year, Coach, before you played Rich and beat him, you told me that Bradshaw was solid, but you didn't feel like you had a lot of depth. You were still able to beat Rich and win the consolation. Is the depth better this year?
Yeah, I think very much so. Our depth is a little bit better. We have girls that a lot of girls that can put the ball in the hoop this year, and last year we had great players. We just had a hard time getting that ball in the basket sometimes, and I feel like we're a lot stronger in that area this year.
What else are you doing well?
Our defense is coming along, and we're a little bit more physical team this year than we were last year, and that's proved to help out, especially playing the big schools, from Wyoming and other states. So
you've had some close ones, beating Rock Springs Thursday, a buzzer beater yesterday to beat Cheyenne Central.
Yeah, we're pretty beat up right now, so we're hoping to get through, and Rich is going to be a tough game today, and we were slow yesterday, and I expect us to be maybe slower today. So.
Did you see or play against Rich during the summer?
Yeah, we played them a few times, and they beat us, and we beat them. So it's very competitive, and it's a fun little rivalry we have going, and I get along really well with their coaches, and just great guys. So
you've beat Rich, I think, the last 3 years in a row here at the Flaming Gorge. What are you doing that's helping you get by him?
I don't know. Maybe we've just been lucky, because there's been a few years I've thought we should probably lose this game, and just snuck it out. I don't know. So hopefully luck stays on our side. So,
Coach, anything else we should touch on?
I don't think so. Just hopefully everybody has a good game and both teams play well. So,
Jason Hansen of the Lyman Eagles, thanks for your time. Good luck today and through the rest of the season.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks a bunch, Coach. As I mentioned earlier, I caught up briefly with McKinley Bradshaw, and we'll hear from here now for just a real quick minute on our pregame coaches show. And the pregame show brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental. Visiting with Well, thanks, McKinley. Rebels and the Eagles coming up in a few minutes. We'll talk with Cody Lundgren, head coach of the Rich Rebels, right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Ryan STEINECKERT with Cody Lundgren, head coach of the Rich Rebel basketball team. Coach, tough loss against Mountain View. They look like a good team.
Yeah, they're a solid team. They came out and jumped all over us and kind of locked us up a little bit. And, we had a bad first quarter. And historically, our team doesn't do very well when we come out bad in the first quarter. So, I was proud of the girls. They stepped in there and they competed in the second half, I felt, and did a lot better job.
Were you worried going into Friday night's game knowing that Mountain View had lost to Green River and that would be your opponent on Green River's home court?
Yeah, I watched the tournament from last weekend. They were all three competitive games between these three teams that we play this weekend with Green River, Lyman, and Mountain View. So it's basically, in a lot of ways, it's all three are very strong teams and they have different strengths in different areas. So it's actually a very good weekend for us to get better.
Was it matchups, or why were you able to compete so much better against Green River last night?
A lot of times matchups have to do with it, and it's hard to tell. The Mountain View deal, it's hard to get off the bus after traveling for 2 hours, and we were kind of rushed getting off the bus. I don't think we were mentally focused as good as we could have been, but Mountain View's a very good team. I'm not taking anything away from them. They're very talented. They're fast, and they shoot the heck out of the ball.
Tell me about the Green River game and how that came down.
We had a good start. The girls came out, and, we broke their press pretty well and got some good looks from it, and shots fell for us. So, when that happens, the momentum starts swinging your way a little bit, and all the girls start to play a little harder.
I'm sure you're aware of what Lyman is, who they have, and what they do.
Yeah, they're a very big, fast, athletic team, and they have some very talented players on their team. So that's going to be a good test for us today.
Just on paper, McKinley Bradshaw is obviously just a great player, maybe one of the top players in all of Wyoming, all classifications. But they've got some depth too. It's not just Bradshaw.
Yeah, it's. Bradshaw is a beast on her own, but then she's got girls around her. I mean, she's got a great supporting cast too. So it's a full team, and it's the real deal. And just gonna have to play very well today to compete.
Third game in 3 days. Is the team? Is there a fatigue factor? Are you guys ready to go?
I don't think so. That's the same it's been for all these teams down here. They've all played the same amount of games. So. Some of them's got to sleep in their own beds and we haven't, but it's okay. It's a good test for us when we're down at state. We got to win 4 in a row to get it done, so it's good for us.
Not a region game or a classification game. You obviously want to get the win, but what else would you like to see the girls do today?
I'm not real concerned with the scoreboard today. I just want to go out and compete today and have these girls come out and play like they did last night against Green River. I thought they came out and they had that look in their eye like they were going to compete against anybody last night, and that's what we're stressing right now as a team.
Coach, anything else we should touch on?
No, thanks for being here, Ryan.
Cody Lundgren of the Rich Rebel girls basketball team, thanks for your time. Good luck today against the Lyman Eagles.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks, Coach. You're tuned into the Comprehensive Family Dental pregame show, and if the power's just back on, well, good. Now you can turn the game on. Tuned in to Rich Rebel basketball. We got the girls versus Lyman Eagles coming up on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. The Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming has teamed up with the Riverton Golf and Country Club to bring you great golf getaway packages for the whole family. Come for a couple of days, golf, eat, relax, tour the Wind River Indian Reservation, and enjoy the Native American tribal dancers. Pet rooms are available so you can bring the whole family and stay. Call today the Wind River Hotel and Casino, where families play, stay, win. 866-657-1604.
Woodruff, Utah has a long pioneer history with a post office that has been in operation since 1872. Woodruff was named after Wilford Woodruff, the fourth president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and is home to the Woodruff Steakhouse, a former Latter-day Saint office building that is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Our rich pioneer heritage is reflected in all our students by their hard work and commitment to excellence in the classroom and in their sports.
You've been tuned in to the Rich Eye Lady Rebel pregame show, brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental, providing quality family dentistry since 1998. Final day of the Flaming Gorge Classic, Rich and Lyman, the first game of the day here at Rock Springs High School. That's coming up in just a moment. We've got your Rich County keys of the game, Town of Woodruff starting lineups, and the Independent Software Solutions right after this. The Independent Software Solutions opening tip-off on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
When your teeth and gums are healthy, you feel better. Great smelling breath and a shiny smile can improve your self-esteem and confidence. For over 18 years, Dr. Sean Grohl has been helping families and individuals with all their dental needs. With dental offices in Randolph and Hiram, Utah, scheduling your appointment is easy. For all your family dental care needs, work with the best. Dr. Sean Grohl and the professional team at Comprehensive Family Dental. Call today to schedule your appointment, 793-2210.
Welcome back to Rock Springs High School. Ryan Steineckert here as the Rebels get set to take on the Lyman Lady Eagles. Jason Hansen is their coach, and they're 5-0 coming into this game. They won the consolation bracket last year, third place at state the year before that, and state champs in 2014-15. This is a Lyman Eagles program that under Coach Jason Hansen has been very, very good the last several years. Let's jump into more of our pregame coverage and your Rich County keys of the game. Brought to you by Rich County, Rebels with a championship cause. Number one is start strong. The Rebels did not do that on Thursday against Mountain View. Looking back a little further, the Rebels did not start strong against Bear Lake last week and losing 71-49. They started a little better last night against Green River, but still lost and lost that first quarter. Now, when Rich outscores their opponent in the first quarter over the last two seasons, the Rebel girls are 20-2. Rich has got to start strong. Number two, the battle of the boards. This is a Lyman team they're not huge. McKinley Bradshaw is 5'10", and I think she's really the biggest player on the team, but she plays bigger than that. They've got some long arms, good length, and good size from this Lyman team. Rich will match up fairly well. Not great, but fairly well. But then Rich has to box out, and that's just one of those fundamentals. Rebels have got to win the battle of the boards, get some offensive rebounds, and keep Lyman off the offensive glass. Third, Rich County key of the game, contain Bradshaw. 20 points a game. She went off for 40 last night against Cheyenne Central in a victory, including a three-point shot at the buzzer to win for Lyman. Rebels have got to contain Bradshaw, the LeBron James of Wyoming girls basketball. Those are your three keys of the game, brought to you by Rich County, Rebels with a championship cause. Teams finish warming up. They're over to the sideline. We're just a few seconds away from our starting lineups, brought to you by the Town of Woodruff. Our pregame show has been presented by Comprehensive Family Dental. Dr. Sean Grohl, providing quality family dentistry since 1998, and with offices in Randolph and Hiram, Utah, for your convenience. Visit Comprehensive Family Dental for your family dental needs. The scene set today was brought to you by Laziest Ranching, encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. Rebel boys in action right now over at Lincoln Middle School in Green River. They're facing off against Mountain View. JV game already took place between Rich and Lyman, 54-17, the win for the Rich Rebels. Rebels dominated Lyman 54-17 in the JV game. Rebel varsity will hope for a similar outcome. I don't think they're going to get it if the Rebels can keep it close. You may have heard Coach Cody Lundgren say during the pregame interview, I'm not concerned about the scoreboard today. I want to see our girls play hard, compete, and give it their best effort. Now, and if that translates into a close game, maybe even a victory, well, that's added bonus. But what Coach Lundgren wants to see is a good competition and his girls playing hard, running their sets, and getting better, improving with each contest. So those are a couple of important things for the Rebels to work on today. Rich, again, coming in on a 3-game losing streak. Lost at Bear Lake last Saturday, lost to Mountain View Thursday, and bounced back with a good performance last night against Green River, but still lost 61-53. Now I'm waiting to see if we have a national anthem here to preface this first game of the season. Looks like they won't even have starting lineups, so we'll run through your Town of Woodruff starting lineups real quickly here. For the Rebels, seniors Kiara Grohl, Julia Hopkin, Amber Smith, Kaylee Cornea, and junior Lauren Thompson. And for the 5-0 Eagles, seniors Chesney Walker, Cedar Aaron, junior Spring Yagi, McKinley Bradshaw, and Olivia Smith. Those starting lineups are brought to you by the Town of Woodruff. Rebels win the opening tip. Rich in the Road Blues. Rebels are the designated visiting team. Kiara Grohl, right wing to Cornea. Kaylee, left wing. They swing it around the top of the arc. High pass. Kiara goes up and gets it. Looks like a 2-3 rotating zone defense from Lyman. Hopkin in the corner. Back up top. Thompson. Rebels spreading things out. Fire back door. Thompson underneath. Smith shot blocked. And there's that interior defense. Not excessive height from Lyman, but they're very tough inside. Bradshaw, number 14, running the point for the Lady Eagles. 3-point shot from the right wing is off target, just short from Chesney Walker. Kaylee Cornea with the rebound, quickly up ahead. The Rebels go. Thompson, Hopkin, right wing 3 for Kiera, just over the top, too long. Rebound tipped out. Lyman has it, but they give it away. Excuse me. Please excuse my cough. Bear with me this morning. Left wing, Rebels working it around. Underneath. Cornea takes a jumper from the right wing, and that's off target. Bradshaw the rebound. High post, left elbow jumper, off target. A foul on the Rebels. Try to catch up here. Lauren Thompson fouled. Eagles inbound from the baseline, working around Rich. Looks like they're in a zone defense as well to start this game off. Pass down inside, shot deflected by Hopkin, and Cornea comes down with her second rebound. Kiera, another 3-point attempt, goes over the top, hits the back side of the iron, and it's chased down in the corner by Cornea. Kaylee with 3 rebounds already in this ball game. No score on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard, 2.5 minutes in. Grohl from the left corner. Fires up top. It's knocked away and taken away by Lyman. Up ahead, Kaylee Cornea steps in front for a station in Randolph steal. Up to the left wing, and a travel for the Rebels. My apologies on trying to get caught up here. I got a couple... Been dealing with a cough, and anyway, excuses. Bradshaw to bring it across the timeline. Lyman in the home whites, designated home team. Eagles are averaging 55 points a game. Long, high, skip pass. Bradshaw can't get up high enough to pull it down. And Lyman with 3 early turnovers, no score on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard so far. Up court, Bradshaw with a steal, but whistle. Rebels inbound from the baseline. Bounce for Hopkin. It's too far out in front of her, but she chases it down in the corner. Rebels go inside. Kiera's shot stuffed by Bradshaw. Hopkins saves it back to Grohl in the corner. Bradshaw with 2 blocks already in this ball game. First quarter action, no score. Rebel pass into the middle. trying to thread the needle. It's taken away. Bradshaw goes the other way, lays it up with the right hand, a little too strong off the glass. Offensive board put back no by Olivia Smith, but she's fouled. And we'll head to the free throw line. 4:51. Thanks. I got the cough drops and the hard candy. We'll see if this little bit of lemonade helps out with the cough. Free throw from the left side, or from the free throw line. Olivia Smith hits the left side of the iron and misses. Still no score on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Early on, 4:51 left, first quarter. Mark that down here and see if Smith hits the second. No, front of the iron, short. Bradshaw tracks down the rebound. The score remains zip. A couple of donuts on that scoreboard. Free throw line jumper, Olivia Smith. She missed 2 with nobody on her. She hits this one with the defense coming out. Rebels turn it over again, heading up court. That's 4 turnovers. Bradshaw, strong move to the hoop, misses over the top, and Cornea has a 4th rebound already in the ball game. Hopkin heads up court after the pass and a timeout. Rich trailing 2-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. 4:27 left to go in the Pugstone Sporting first quarter.
It doesn't matter what season you visit Bear Lake. Make sure you always stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods. You'll find lots of great quality inventory at low prices, including guns and ammo. During the winter, you can rent cross-country skis, snowshoes, and buy your ski passes to Beaver Mountain. Pugstones is always the best place to get information about the area and purchase your hunting or fishing licenses. Everything you need with one stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods at the 4-way stop in Garden City.
Welcome back to the Pugstone Sporting Goods first quarter. Thank you, Lynn Leifson, for the lemonade and the hard candies. And I feel like, at least feel like I'm getting to the end of this cold, but the cough remains. Kiera with a long pass, gets past the defense. Hopkin goes to the hoop, hits, and she's fouled. Julia Hopkin with a chance to put the Rebels on top for the first time today. It's the Lyman Eagles team. They're ranked preseason number 2 in 3A basketball. And they've started the season 5-0. Get that Stacy's Repair scoreboard back up there for you as Hopkin misses from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, and the rebound pulled down by Olivia Smith. Smith with 3 boards, quickly back the other way. Bradshaw in the lane, misses, but she's fouled. We're tied at 2 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard, and Bradshaw heads to the free throw line. McKinley with a couple of rebounds and a couple of blocks in this ball game, and looking for a couple free throws. First is good, nothing but net. Bradshaw, just a junior. Jake Hibbard, who covers the Evanston Red Devils, says she's the best player in Wyoming girls basketball. She handles the ball, she shoots inside, outside. We saw her presence already with a couple of blocks down in the paint. Second free throw, also good. Smooth shot, knocks him down. Coach Hansen said when you got a player like that, you got to use her a lot. Kiera Grohl with a pass, looking in the corner for McKenna Stacy, throws it away. Grohl, that pass too high, and the Rebels have 5 turnovers through 3 minutes and 52 seconds of action in this first quarter. First quarter is brought to you by Pugstone Sporting Goods. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstones has it all. Free throw line jumper off target. It was short, and Kiera attacks the rim, gets the rebound. Rich pushes up ahead. Grohl on the left wing. Bounces inside for Smith. Back outside. Lauren baseline jumper. Short corner just a bit too long. Bradshaw with the rebound. McKinley, long pass up ahead. Rebels deflect it. Down inside. The shot with the left hand is short by Mandy Ayer. And the Rebels have the rebound as they head up court. The ball knocked away out of bounds. Rich basketball. 4-2. 3:36 remaining in the Pugstone Sporting Goods first quarter. I think Rebels, if they can keep the score low, they'd stand a better chance in this one. Wow, a big bump from Nicole Peden as McKenna Stacy went to the hoop, took a hip check, missed the shot short. Thought there should have been a whistle and a foul there, but no. 3-point shot from the right wing by Walker. Chesney misses. McKenna Stacy up court, loses control. Again, lots of contact from Bradshaw. No foul called, and the Rebels give it away for a 6th time. Letting them play for sure so far in this one. Although we already have 2 team fouls on Lyman and 3 on the Rebels. Stacy, Talisha Larson, Thompson, Grohl, and Smith on the floor. Pass left side through the hands of Mandy Ayer, and Lyman turns it over. Kiera up to the right side. Bradshaw stops her there. Kicks it back outside. Stacy drives, floater in the lane. Too long. Picked up by Lyman. Down to the corner, back outside. Bradshaw for three. Yes, that one rattles home. And McKinley Bradshaw has 5 points. It's 7-2. Rebels doing a good job defensively, but a few too many turnovers already. I've got Rich with 7. Long pass across the lane, deflected away out of bounds by Lyman. Rich will have it on the baseline. Circle H Land and Cattle Company inbound play. Grohl fires up top. Stacy back to Kiera, right corner 3 off the top of the glass. She had to release that in a hurry as the defense was coming out. Cedar Air quickly up court. Lyman goes to the hoop, misses short. Offensive rebound. Walker, it's on the baseline. She saves it, but out off of Rich. Everybody heads up court. Oh, and then the official changes his mind. Blue basketball. I don't know if that was just a mental error on his part to say white basketball, or if he noticed that all the players knew where it should have been going and changed his call. Kiera into the middle. Larson turns, shoots, misses right side. Stacy tracks down the rebound for Rich. Back outside, Lauren Thompson, long 2. That one front of the rim to the glass and then drops down through. Rebels within 3, 7-4 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Mandy Air crosses the timeline, goes left wing. A few moments here without McKinley Bradshaw in there. We'll see if the Rebels can take advantage inside, if nowhere else. Shot blocked by Stacy. Chesney Walker going up for the layup, and Stacy rejects that one out of there. Rebels long pass ahead, too long, out of bounds. 8 turnovers in the first quarter. Sydney Hatch checks into the ball game. Smith will get a breather. Rebels down 7-4 with 1:31 left in the Pugstone Sporting Goods first quarter. Up across the timeline comes Mandy Air. Again, Eagles, the designated home team. They're in the home whites. Rebels in the road blues. Right corner. Peden, they swing it around. Good quick ball movement. Inside, Olivia Smith misses. Rebound tipped out, picked up by the Eagles. Chesney Walker back inside, hesitates, kicks it back, left elbow jumper, nothing but the bottom of the net for Spring Yagi, who averages 2.5 per game. And Lyman leads 9-4 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels left wing. Lauren Thompson misses the jumper, but tracks down her own rebound. Good hustle by Thompson to follow the shot. Kiera 3 from the top of the key. No, too strong off the heel of the rim. Up court. Air. Mandy goes right wing into the lane. Peden travels, shoots, whistled for the travel. I've mentioned Rebels with 8 turnovers in this first quarter. The Eagles with a handful of their own. They've got 5. Kiera, long pass up ahead. Thompson pulls it in, fires across the lane, off the leg of Spring Yagi and out of bounds. The Rebels will have an inbound play. Brought to you by Circle H Land and Cattle, proud to support the Rich Rebels. Kiera into Hatch. Back to the corner. Kiera fakes the 3, drives in the lane, draws the contact. Again, no whistle. And Rich, a great hustle by McKenna Stacy. She saves it, throws it off the leg of Mandy Air, and Rich will have another Circle H Land and Cattle Company inbound play. Our first quarter is brought to you by Pugstone Sporting Goods. Rebels still looking for a T7 propane and Woodruff 3-point shot. Have just 4 points in this period. Here's Stacy from the left corner. No good, a little bit short. Offensive rebound by Larson. Stacy fighting for the rebound, called for the push of Olivia Smith. And McKenna picks up her first personal foul. Rebel 4th team foul. And with Rich trailing 9-4 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard, Lyman has the basketball. Bradshaw back in there. We'll bring it across the timeline with 15, 14, 13 seconds left first quarter. Bradshaw left wing. Yagi back up top. McKinley right side. Peden again to Yagi right side. Peden. Free throw line. Olivia Smith turns, shoots. Hatch blocks it. Ball ping-pongs around, and the time expires in the first quarter. Sydney Hatch with the block. Rebel boys on top, 16-13 at the end of the first quarter. Rebel girls trailing 9-4 at the end of the Pugstone Sporting first.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Whenever you need dirt work, always think of J-Bar Excavation first. The professionals at J-Bar Excavation have all the right equipment and the experience to provide quality work that fits your schedule and your budget. Serving customers for years, the team at J-Bar Excavation understands the area and will work with you to create exactly what you're looking for. Stop in today. J-Bar Excavation, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah.
Lyman has scored 55 points per game this season. If the Rebels can keep Lyman to 9 points a quarter, that would be 36, well below their average. That's a big if, though. Eagles have the basketball to start this second quarter. The other thing is Rich has to take care of it a lot better. 8 turnovers in that first quarter. Our second quarter action is brought to you by J-Bar Excavation. Skip pass, they swing it around. Bradshaw left wing 3. This one a little bit too strong off the back of the iron. Stacy with the rebound, bounces to Kiera. Grohl, long pass, dangerous, but gets it through to Thompson. Lauren shoots, and she's rejected by Bradshaw. Kiera drives in, kicks it back out. Larson long two off the front of the iron. Rebound tipped around and picked up by Smith. Olivia goes all the way coast to coast, and Kiera catches up, knocks it away out of bounds. Bradshaw with 3 blocks already. Boy, she's patrolling the middle like Dikembe Mutombo so far. 7:25, maybe a more modern reference. Rudy Gobert without the knee injury. Bradshaw for 3, top of the key, good. Bradshaw with 5, 6, 8 points in the ball game. 12-4, Rebels trail. Here's another giveaway, another takeaway. No, a jump ball is called. That's a Mountain Valley Cattle Company. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Jump ball. Rich will get it with a possession arrow. Grohl, Thompson, Stacy, Hatch, and Larson on the floor. This is Risha. Left corner, Stacy skips it back up top. High pass, Kiera goes up like a wide receiver and pulls it down. Thompson back up to Kiera. Long passes, and they're going high to keep him out of those high, long arms of the Lyman Eagles. Stacy, Grohl back in the corner. Larson drives, puts it up with the left hand behind the backboard. Again, the contact from Cedar Air, but Rich doesn't get the whistle. And that counts in the books as a turnover. 12-4, Rebels trail. 6:46 left, second quarter. Presented by J-Bar Excavation. Invite you to stay tuned for our halftime show. We'll have some Town of Randolph first half highlights. 3-point shot, right wing, no, 2. Chesney Walker stepped up on the line. Stacy has a pass stolen away, but then steals it right back. A station in Randolph steal. McKenna splits the D, ball stripped away by Bradshaw. She'll turn, step through, coast to coast, lays it up and misses. Boy, she started right, stepped a big step back to her left to get past Grohl to the basket. Kiera fouls her. Her first personal foul, Rebel 15 foul. And McKinley Bradshaw at the line. Misses the front end. 14-4, Rebels down by 10. Rich needs to find some offense. Smith, part of the issue is every time they've gone inside, Bradshaw's rejected it out. She has 3 blocks in the game. Second free throw for Bradshaw is good. It's an 11-point Lyman lead. Bradshaw has 9 points already in the game. Smith across the timeline, passes, and Bradshaw steals it. 4 turnovers for Rich in the second quarter. Up court, across the key, missed shot. Smith pulls down the rebound. A slight bump from Chesney Walker as Smith pulled it down. And we've seen harder contact that wasn't called today, but we'll take the foul there. Walker picks up her first, and the Rebels inbound from the baseline. Again, the full court pressure. Man-to-man from where the Rebels inbound, and then they force a trap near the timeline. Hatch lobs it to Grohl, right wing. Kiera to Stacy, top the key. Quick swing pass. Rebels working it around the arc. 2-3 zone for Lyman. They move quickly. Skip pass, Smith, left wing. Stacy at the top. Kiera, right wing, fakes the three. Gives to Cornea in the corner. Kaylee with 5 rebounds in that first quarter. Rebels, a little penetration. Kiera shoots the three, left wing. Fight for the board. Stacy had it tipped away from her by Nicole Peden, but touched last by Stacy out of bounds. 5:29 left, second quarter. Rich struggling to find the bottom of the net. Bradshaw and the Eagles leading 15-4. Right side, again stepping up into a 2-point shot is off target. Kaylee Cornea with another rebound. Kiera, long pass up ahead to Smith. Amber steps through the lane. Dangerous bounce pass is knocked away and taken away. 5th Rebel turnover of the quarter, just 3 minutes in. Bounce pass across the lane. It looked like a travel to me, but it's a foul against the Rebels. Kaylee Cornea will pick up her first personal foul and send Hope Sinnett, the sophomore, to the free throw line. She misses the first. A Lyman team that is allowing 43 points per game. Rebels averaging 47 on offense and allowing 51 on defense. Sinnett misses the second. Good box out. Hopkin pulls in the rebound. Rebels down 11. Rich up ahead. Kaylee Cornea down underneath, and Rich turns it over another time. Rebels timeout. 4:58 left to go, second quarter. Brought to you by J-Bar Excavation. Quality work on all kinds of projects.
This is Rebel Senior Kim Nye, and you tuned into Rich Hyatt Hoops on Rebel Radio KDQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at my local.
Whenever you need dirt work, always think of J-Bar Excavation first. The professionals at J-Bar Excavation have all the right equipment and the experience to provide quality work that fits your schedule and your budget. Serving customers for years, the team at J-Bar Excavation understands the area and will work with you to create exactly what you're looking for. Stop in today. J-Bar Excavation, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah.
Coming out of the timeout, J-Bar Excavation, second quarter, quality work on all kinds of projects. Lyman on top. They go inside to Bradshaw, posts it up, strong move to the hoop. It's in from the left side, or from the right side rather, 17-4. Lyman on top. Hopkin dribbles through the D to her left, and a double dribble. Two officials with a good angle didn't call it. The official with Julia's back to him calls the double dribble. 4.5 left to go, second quarter. Bradshaw at the free throw line. Kick it out again, the step up two with Walker's toe on the line. If she just doesn't step up quite as much, she's got 6 points instead of 4. But it's 19-4. Lyman on top. Rich struggling. They're going to have to push to get the ball across the timeline. They do. Hopkin goes in the lane, puts up the shot, hits, and she's fouled. Julia Hopkin with 4 points in the game. Back to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Rebels desperately needing to find some offense, and the biggest part of that is just get the ball across the timeline and set up a shot, or set up the offense without turning it over. Hopkin, the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, 0 for 1 so far in the game, but hits this one, back of the iron and down through. It's a 3-point play, candidate for your Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. Julia with the and one. 4th team foul against Lyman. Peden, they skip it across, left wing, back door, underneath. Peden again, off the glass and in. Good ball movement by Lyman, 21-7. Peden with her first bucket of the game. Again to the full court pressure. Across the timeline, Hopkin goes left, back right, bounces across to Kiera. Long pass, Smith, left wing. Hopkin to Smith again. She was open for a moment. I thought I heard Coach Lundgren say shoot it. Kiera shoots the three. Can't get that to go. Bradshaw had the rebound, knocked away by Smith, but out of bounds. And it goes to the Eagles. 21-7. Eagles on top by a couple of touchdowns with 3:26 left in the second quarter. Brought to you by J-Bar Excavation. Down inside, Peden. Good footwork. Goes left, goes right. Back to her left. Shoots and misses, but she's fouled by Julia Hopkin. That's the Rebels' 6th team foul. Nope, 7th team foul. That's Julia's 3rd. That's not good. Julia with 5 points in the game, by far the Rebels' leading scorer. Free throw, side of the iron, no good for Peden. Nicole came in averaging almost 6 points per game. Sydney Hopkins checks into the game for Julia as Peden goes off the bank for the 2nd free throw. And that drops through. 22-7, Kiera to Lauren Thompson, back to Grohl. Dribbles past the D, fires across the court. Smith, baseline jumper. That one rattles out. Hopkin with the offensive board, fouled on the putback. Remember, that's Sydney Hopkin, who just checked into the game. Will go to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line for 2 free throws. Rebels 1 of 2 so far in the ball game at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Hopkins first, good. Sydney will shoot 1 more. Freshman got some good minutes against Mountain View on Thursday. Misses on the left side. It bounces over to the right. Cedar Air pulls down a rebound. 22-8, Rebels trail. Free throw line. Olivia Smith misses, tracks down her own rebound, wrapped up for a jump ball. Brought to you by Mountain Valley Cattle Company. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Possession arrow says Lyman, and the Eagles inbound from the baseline. Walker inbounds, left corner 3. No, but the offensive board and the putback by Mandy Air puts Lyman up 24-8. Rebels going the other way, turn it over. Good hustle by Thompson to get back, knock it away out of bounds, and avoid an easy bucket for the Eagles. But Rich with 8 turnovers in the second quarter, 2:41 left in this J-Bar excavation second. We've got a timeout on the court, and we'll take one as well. Rebels trailing the Lyman Eagles, number 2 team in 3A Wyoming basketball, 24-8 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard.
This is Rich Rebel Senior Rachel Larson, and you're tuned in to Rich High Hoops on Rebel Radio KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at my local radio.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. The Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming offers a family dinosaur dig and vacation package that includes digging for fossils at the Wyoming Dinosaur Center, sack lunches, tours of the museum, and lovely clean rooms for a comfortable night's stay. With 3 restaurants to choose from, you and your family will have fun, eat well, and rest easy. Schedule your family dinosaur dig at the Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming today. Call 866-657-1604.
One of the strengths of this Lyman team is their defense, and they've forced 16 turnovers already. Rebels struggling to maintain possession of the basketball, and subsequently trailing 24-8 in the second quarter. 2:41 left in this first half. Left corner, the drive, the right-handed floater, no good. Rebound tipped around and last touched by Cedar Air, out of bounds. Rebel basketball. It's a good drive by Chesney Walker. The senior couldn't get the shot to fall. Walker averages 15 per game. McKinley Bradshaw averages 20. She has 9. Walker has 4 so far. Kiera underneath. Kaylee Cornea, nice move. Travel. Yep. Rebels' 9th turnover of the quarter. 2:23. Left in this second quarter. Long pass. Olivia Smith pulls it down, attacks the hoop, and hits from the left side. Olivia Smith, 4 boards and 4 points, 26-8. Rebels boys on top, 38-26 at the half over Mountain View. Thank you again, Lynn. Up court, Lyman turns it over. How did Lyman get it back? Was it a Rich turnover there? So Rich will inbound from the baseline. Thompson into Grohl. Kiera dribbles, gives back to Thompson. Lauren lobs it back to Grohl, right side. She'll fire it across to Smith, left wing. Back up top, Thompson underneath. Good pass, backdoor. Cornea misses. After stepping through the defense, and Bradshaw pulls down the rebound. Up ahead, Olivia Smith, left wing, misses the jumper, pulls down her own rebound, and is fouled on the putback. Sydney Hopkin, guilty party. 38-26, the Rebel boys lead Mountain View at the half over at Lincoln Middle School. Rebel girls struggling here to find some offense, trailing 26-8, and at the free throw line, Olivia Smith. Got Smith with 5 points after she hits that first free throw. 1:35 left to go, first quarter, or second quarter rather, first half. Smith, second free throw, no. And Lauren Thompson goes up and pulls down the rebound. 27-8. Stacy on the right wing. Left side to Smith. Back across the top, Stacy, Thompson, quick pass, Amber Smith. Dribbles down toward the corner, then back up top. 1:15 left to go in this J-Bar Excavation second quarter. Cornea dribbles left. Good help defense from Bradshaw out top. Work it around some more. Stacy's pass deflected and taken away by Olivia Smith. Up ahead, down inside, and a blocking foul on Rich. Lauren Thompson picks up her second personal. 9th Rebel team foul. Puts Hope Sinnott at the free throw line. Shooting 1-1. Little hitch in the shot, and a lane violation is the result. Cornea. Sinnott watch as she goes up for this. She makes it look like she's going up for the shot, and then she doesn't actually go up for it. She has this little hitch right there, and then puts the shot up, misses the second time as well. 27-8, Rebels still trailing in this first half. 50 seconds left to go. Thompson, Stacy, dribbles to her right. Sydney Hopkin also in there with Smith, Cornea. And Coach Lundgren will call for a timeout. With 41.9 seconds left in this first half. And the Rebels trailing 27-8. We'll keep it right here at Rock Springs High School. Again, the Rebel JV girls team dominant, 54-17 earlier this morning. Rebel boys varsity team against Mountain View, leading at the half by 12. 38-26. Rich, thanks to A.J. Lamb and Lynn Leifson for giving me those score updates. 41.9 seconds left in the first half here between Lyman and Rich, the girls' teams, and Lyman on top 27-8. Let's take a moment to thank our our camera sponsor, Bear Lake Realty. If you're looking for beachfront or room with a view, secluded mountain retreat, or much more, work with the best, Bear Lake Realty in Garden City. That's bearlakerealty.com. Kaylee Cornea out on the left wing. Picks up the dribble, bounces inside for Smith, who turns, defense comes, she hesitates and travels. I've got that as the 12th turnover just of this quarter for Rich. Bradshaw, long pass, up ahead, right corner to Air. She'll go back outside, and Lauren Thompson with a station in Randolph Steele. Dribbles up across the timeline. Almost had it stolen away, but keeps possession to McKenna Stacy. Dribbles left, and she's bumped to the floor by Nicole Peden. 5th team foul on the Lyman Eagles, leading 27-8. Inbound pass from baseline for Rich. Brought to you by Circle H Land and Cattle. Stacy goes into the corner. Thompson, the long two, blocked by Sinnott. Up ahead to Peden, who goes all the way to the hoop. Left side, right-handed layup is good. Nicole Peden has 5, and it's 29-8. Cornea, right corner, heaves it at the buzzer, can't quite get it to go. Good-looking shot with time running down, but Rich at the end of the first half struggling on offense, trailing 29-8 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. The second quarter has been brought to you by J-Bar Excavation. Quality work on all kinds of projects. You're tuned into the Wildlife at mylocalradio.com. Halftime show coming up.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
As the hospital closest to Bear Lake, professional medical care is always available at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. As a full-service hospital, Bear Lake Memorial offers an emergency room that's open 24/7. They treat patients of all ages. Other professional services include physicians' clinics, assisted living, home health services, counseling, dialysis, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, orthopedic care, and skilled nursing. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
Make this winter epic when you rent from Epic Recreation in Garden City, Utah. We rent cabins, snowmobiles, snowcat razors, snow tire bicycles, snowshoes, and more. Thank goodness winter is long, because at Bear Lake, we make it epic. Call us today and book your epic adventure at Bear Lake. Recreation and lodging packages available year-round. Call Epic Recreation today or book online at epicrecreation.net. When you're buying and selling real estate, you want to work with an agent that knows the area and understands property values. You want to work with an agent that listens to what you're looking for and knows how to find it for you. And it's important to know all of your options. That's why it's smart to work with the best. Gary McKee and the agents at Bear Lake Realty in Garden City, Utah, helping folks buy and sell real estate for over 25 years. When you work with Bear Lake Realty, you're working with the best. Visit BearLakeRealty.com today. Rolene Kennedy of Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston is your Rich County representative. The mother of 5 Rich High graduates and grandmother of 3 more graduates in the making, Rolene is here for you. She's a recipient of GM's highest salesman honor, the Mark of Excellence Award winner, meaning she provides you with the best customer service in the industry. The next time you're looking for a car or truck, think Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, your Rich County representative.
Go Rebels!
Welcome to the halftime show. Rich Rebels struggling in that first half. The biggest struggle was to just take care of the basketball. 20 turnovers, and a big part of that, probably the biggest part of that really, was Lyman's pressure. They put on a full court press / half court trap for most of that first half and forced 20 Rebel turnovers. Rich got just 5 points from Julia Hopkin, Lauren Thompson 2, Sydney Hopkin 1, and that's it. 29-8 at the half. Lyman on top of your Rich Lady Rebels. Stay tuned. Tanner Randolph first half highlights coming up after this on Rebel Basketball on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Randolph is located near the geographic center of Rich County, Utah, on a high plateau with an average elevation of 6,300 feet. The first group of settlers, led by Randolph H. Stewart, camped on a knoll south of the present town site on March 14, 1870. Randolph is a town of extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to -40 in the winter. The folks who live here are also extreme, extremely loyal, extremely friendly, and extremely supportive of our youth. Good luck to all the Rich Rebels this year from everyone at the town of Randolph. Coverage of Rich High School sports is also being made possible by Delmas Equipment, repairing equipment for over 20 years, farming equipment assembly, and custom fabrication. The Thompson Ranch, Brian and Becky Thompson, promoting student learning and success in all areas. And Western Ag Credit, reliable credit for all things agriculture.
Welcome back to the halftime show at Rock Springs High School. The Rebels trailing Lyman 29-8 at the half. The preseason number 2 Lyman Eagles team coming in at 5-0. They've beat 3 or is it 4 4A teams already. 3 of them, Green River, Rock Springs, and Cheyenne Central. Lyman team that has some high expectations for this year, and well, you can see why. Leading 29-8. Offensively, they've been good. 9 of 24 from 2-point range, 38%, 33% from beyond the arc. But well, the bigger story for Lyman is their defense. They have shut down the Rebels. Rich 0 of 8 from 3-point range. They only took 10 shot attempts in the second quarter because they had 12 turnovers. 3 of 17 from 2-point range. Rich shooting just 12% in that first half and trails 29-8. First half highlights and stats are brought to you by the Town of Randolph, Mayor Lynn Weston, board members Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Bridget Pugmire, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. The play of the game so far for Rich, brought to you by Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, Julia Hopkins, and 1. Rebels were down 19-7 in the second quarter when Hopkins was fouled on the shot, made the free throw as well. And Rich, there's just not a lot of offensive highlights to talk about so far in this first half. Lyman, meanwhile, I had McKinley Bradshaw with 11 points, Nicole Peden with 5, and a handful of others with some points as well. Olivia Smith, 5 points. Chesney Walker, 4. As I mentioned, Hopkins with 5. Sydney Hopkins, 1. Lauren Thompson, 2, and that's it. Rebels have hit 3 of 25 shots total and just shooting just 12% in the ball game. They got to find a way, number one, to take care of the basketball better. 20 turnovers in that first half. Number two, find a way to get some shots to fall. And nothing's worked inside. No points in the paint, as McKinley Bradshaw had 3 blocks in that first half. Just about any time the Rebels went inside, Bradshaw would reject it out of there. Our halftime show, first half highlights, are brought to you by the Town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Mayor Lynn Weston, board members Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Bridget Pugmire, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. Stay tuned. More of the halftime show coming up after the break. We've also got the third quarter coming up when we return on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. Schedule a family whitewater rafting trip today. Packages include your hotel room, transportation, whitewater rafting, and lunch in a native teepee. The Wind River Canyon is located on the Wind River Indian Reservation in Riverton, Wyoming, and is home to the Northern Arapaho and Eastern Shoshone tribes. Come and enjoy the waves, the breathtaking views of the oldest canyons in Wyoming. Call today the Wind River Hotel and Casino, where families play, stay, win. 866-657-1604. When it comes to parts and service, don't rely on anyone other than the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. The professional mechanics and parts department team have the experience to help you with whatever you need. When you need to add a winch, get an extra belt or spark plugs, winterize, repair or replace tires, or have a rebuild, they can help. Whatever you need, gift ideas, parts, accessories, or a great mechanic, you'll find it all at Cache Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
It's the Chevy Employee Discount Sale going on now at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. You pay what employees pay. What does that mean? Total savings of up to $11,000 on the remaining 2017s and select 2018s. And with a trade-in assist of up to $3,000, the time to buy is now. Auto Farm is stuffed with vehicles. It's the Chevy Employee Discount Sale going on now at Auto Farm. You pay what employees pay.
Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Coming out of the locker room, the Lyman Eagles decide they don't even need to take any warm-up shots after that first half. They didn't shoot extremely well, 37% overall, but boy, when your defense can force 20 turnovers in a half, you got to have a lot of confidence going into a second half game, up by 21, 29-8 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Rebel offense looking to come alive, take care of the basketball, and make a comeback in this one. Thompson, Grohl, Hatch, Cornea, and Smith on the floor for second half action. Our third quarter is brought to you by Epic Recreation. Looking for our Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game and the Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game. If the Rebels can take care of the ball better in the second half, that certainly would be a candidate for adjustment of the game. Inbound to Grohl. Rebels have it to start this third period. Pass to Hatch through her hands, and Rebels start like they finished. A turnover. to start the game. Bradshaw comes up with the loose ball. Lyman looking like they'll be more patient here in this second half. Walker, Bradshaw, top of the key, right wing. Rebels in a 2-3 zone defense. Rotating, they lob it to McKinley. Bradshaw at the high post. She'll work it around. Left corner, Walker, back up top. Lyman being very patient, but they throw it away. Kaylee Cornea up the right side, gets the shot up over Bradshaw and in. Cornea with the steal, the drive, and the shot. Kaylee has 2 points in the ball game. A station in Randolph steal there leads to another candidate for your Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. Bradshaw inside, blocked and fouled. Amber Smith with her first personal. Bradshaw at the free throw line. Hits the first, nothing but net. Eagles at 30 points. Rebels with 10. Bradshaw I have with 12 in the ball game. Make it 13 as she hits the second free throw as well. 31-10, lead back to 21 for Lyman. Grohl across the timeline. Defense out on her is Chesney Walker. Left baseline. Thompson thought about taking the long two. Passed it up. Instead, Grohl drives the lane. Floats it up. Got it to go. Count the basket. Bradshaw was there on the defense, but I believe it was Walker who fouled Kiera on her way to the hoop. There's another and one opportunity for Rich. Grohl with her first points of the game there. The foul is, again, indeed on Chesney Walker. Grohl's free throw rattles and pops out. No good. 31-12. Rebels down by 19. Bradshaw passes to the left wing. Walker across the top. Smith back to Walker left wing, and a travel. I didn't see it, but we'll take it. Coach Hansen wants to take a timeout. So we'll take one too. Early on, third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. Back after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Make this winter epic when you rent from Epic Recreation in Garden City, Utah. We rent cabins, snowmobiles, snowcat razors, snow tire bicycles, snowshoes, and more. Thank goodness winter is long, because at Bear Lake, we make it epic. Call us today and book your epic adventure at Bear Lake. Recreation and lodging packages available year-round. Call Epic Recreation today or book online at epicrecreation.net.
Rebels with the basketball inbound. Thompson to Cornea. Back to Thompson, right corner. Smith holding, a couple of dribbles, and she travels. Was looking for a pass, couldn't find it, drug the pivot foot just enough to give it back to Lyman. Rich had 20 turnovers in that first half, 2 so far here in the third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. Right corner, Smith looking in for Walker, then Larson steps in front, steals it, but steps on the baseline. So it'll go right back to Lyman. To inbound from the baseline. They go in. Shot up quickly by Olivia Smith is good. Smith with 7 points in the game, and that was just a nice entry pass. Up top, Smith, right wing to Grohl. Kiera, guarded by Walker, drives to the baseline, kicks it into the middle. It's deflected and taken away. Spring Yagi. Right side, long baseball pass. Bradshaw fires inside. Turnaround jumper. No, it rattles out by Cedar Air, but she was fouled and will shoot 2. Talisha Larson charged with the foul. Air averages 6 a game. Hasn't scored yet in this one. Misses the front of the iron. Short on the free throw. Air will get a second one. And this one rattles around. No. Off the side, right side of the rim. Talisha Larson the rebound. Rebels down 33-12. Thompson into the lane. Kicks it back outside. Smith, the long 2, drained. Amber Smith with her first points of the game. And the Rebels, with those 6 points, already have more points in this quarter than they'd scored in either the first or second. Cornea, left wing. Rebels get a takeaway. My computer just told me it needs to restart. I'm going to have to make sure that doesn't happen. Cedar Air pulls down the rebound on a miss from Rich. Bounce pass across the lane for Bradshaw. Missed shot by Olivia Smith. Kaylee Cornea with her 6th rebound of the game. Rebels up to Thompson. Lauren, right wing, starts to go in. Kicks it back out to Smith. Top of the key, Kiera, 4:47 left. Third quarter, Kiera drives, misses the shot. Bradshaw with the rebound. She goes coast to coast, then dishes across the lane. The shot up and in by Spring Yagi from the left side. 35-14. Eagles on top big. Thompson out on the right wing, kicks it to Smith in the corner. Amber holds there, then pounces the pass up top. May have been deflected. Yeah, it was. Rebels chase it down backcourt. Kiara got there. Grohl up to the left corner. Thompson thought about the three, but defense out there. Drives instead. Shoots, blocked, saved by Chesney or Cedar Air. Eagles come back the other way. 3 from the left wing. Back of the iron, no good. Grohl pulls down the rebound. 35-14. Rebels go inside. Smith pivots around, then kicks it back out left corner. Cornea picks up the dribble, throws for Kiera. She's bumped as she adjusts to the pass. And a foul up top, I believe on Chesney Walker, her 3rd personal. 35-14, 3:45 left to go in this 3rd quarter. And the number 2 Lyman Eagles on top big. Free throw line, Smith looks around, then throws left side. It's stolen. A 5th turnover of the quarter for Rich. Coast to coast, left-handed layup, no good by Mandy Air, but she ends up on the floor and will go to the free throw line. Foul to Kaylee Cornea, her 2nd personal. Mandy has 2 points in the ball game, couple of free throws coming. Air, just a sophomore, but averages 3 points per game. Misses off the front of the rim on her 1st attempt. Has a 2nd attempt coming. 3 dribbles with the left hand, and then delivers with the left hand and hits. Has 3 points in this one. 36-14, a 22-point Lyman lead with 3.5 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Rich with 25 turnovers in this ball game. Hopkin up top. Thompson, right wing to Grohl. Kiera fires inside, finds Julia. With the defense in there, she'll go back outside, give to Kiera in the corner, drive the baseline, float it up and in. Grohl with 4 points. Rebels cut the lead to 20, or the deficit to 20, 36-16. Air, top of the key. Yagi back to Air, high free throw, or high post to Peden. Then right side, bounce pass underneath. Smith steals it, but bounce passes it away. Peden comes up with it, drives in, floats it up and in. 38-16. So Rich got a steal and then a takeaway, or a giveaway. Hopkin right wing to Grohl. She'll take the long 3 and just miss short off the iron. Rebound pulled down by Yagi. Quickly up ahead, Peden on the right side goes up high to receive the pass, misses the shot. A battle for the rebound. Eagles come up with it. Hopkin with her hands straight in the air. Picks up her 4th foul, and Madison Harris goes to the free throw line. Boy, Hopkin, 5 points in the game, but 4 fouls. Rebel boys against Mountain View, leading 47-31 at the end of the 3rd. Thank you. Harris, 2 free throws here, misses the first, misses the second short as well. McKenna Stacy with her 3rd rebound of the game. Rebels go up ahead, kick it back out to Stacy for 3. She was bumped after the shot, but no foul. And it's short, out of bounds on the air ball. 2:20 left to go in the 3rd. 38-16, Rebels trailing. Stacy's repair scoreboard. Rebels putting on a little full court pressure, and that yields a turnover. A pass by Mandy Air too high, intended for Spring Yagi. And I've talked about the Rebels' 6 turnovers here in the third quarter. Lyman's got 6 of their own here in the third. Rebels, 8 points in this Epic Recreation third quarter. That matches their output of the first half. Smith, three-pointer from straight away, misses long. Kiera pulls down the long rebound, goes back up with the left hand, driving in. She's bumped and fouled. And Grohl earns a trip to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Kiera, 5 rebounds. We'll go with it. Misses the Bear Lake Realty free throw, and we'll get one more. The foul charge to Spring Yagi, her second. Rebels have struggled a bit from the free throw line today. They haven't gotten there much and haven't hit when they've been there. Just 2 of 6 so far in the game. Grohl's second Bear Lake Realty free throw is good, so 3 of 7. Kiera has 5 points, all here in the third. It's 38-17. Coach Hansen puts Bradshaw back in the game. Also in there, Chesney Walker, Cedar Air, Spring Yagi, and Olivia Smith. Pass down inside, gets through the Rebels' outstretched hands to Smith underneath, who puts it up. It rattles but finds its way home. Smith has 9 in the game. 3-point shot left wing from Larson, a bit short. Rebound tipped around, and Bradshaw comes up with it. 40-17 rather. On the baseline, stepping on the baseline is Cedar Air, and the Eagles give it away. 1:25 left in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Kiera up across the timeline. Rebels attacking right to left. Rich, the designated visiting team in this one, so they're in the road blues. Risha Larson goes left side. Kiera steps up, kicks it left corner. Lauren Thompson long 2. This one back of the iron, just rims out, and the rebound, Olivia Smith. To Bradshaw across the timeline. Eagles in the home whites. High post, Smith lobs inside. She's got Yagi there, and Spring puts it up and in off the right side. 42-17. Lyman continues to run the offense and find the open player. Stacy attacks the hoop. She's fouled. Smith picks up the foul. And McKenna Stacy heads to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Rebel girls will get back into action next week, one game before Christmas, Thursday, December 21st against Grace. That'll be preceded by a Rebel wrestling duel against Bear Lake. And we'll cover that wrestling duel here on KADQ and mylocalradio.com. You can listen live and watch live. Next Thursday afternoon starting at 4 o'clock, and then we'll have the girls basketball game right after that. Stacy's first free throw found its way home. The second one bounces, rattles out. No, hangs on the rim and drops through. 42-19 with under a minute to go in the third quarter. Brought to you by Epic Recreation. Long pass into the middle. Stacy steps in front for the Station and Randolph Steele. Up ahead to Grohl. Kiera, a little trouble pulling it in, but then gets it and goes to Stacy on the right wing. McKenna back up top to Kiera. Under 30 seconds left in the third. Left wing. Thompson fakes the shot, dribbles into the lane, ball knocked away into the hands of Smith. Olivia dribbles, trying to go coast to coast. Kiera steps in front, knocks it away. Should have been a foul probably, but instead ends up in the hands of McKinley Bradshaw, who hits from the left angle. 10 seconds left. Rebels down 44-19. Third quarter. Kiera left wing fakes the shot into the lane, puts it up, and is knocked to the floor. And Kiera will head back to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Just 1 of 3 so far in this ball game. Oh, they're on the floor. She tried to throw up the shot and make it look like she was in the act of shooting. Refs didn't buy it. Larson inbounds. Kiera turns, looks at the hoop, drives with 2, 1, puts it up. Bradshaw with the block at the buzzer. And at the end of 3, it's Lyman dominating 44-19 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. This third quarter has been brought to you by Epic Recreation. Visit epicrecreation.net or find us on Facebook.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
They really appreciate every customer at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. They understand that you have lots of options when it comes to purchasing outdoor recreation vehicles. That's why they work hard to earn your business by making sure they understand exactly what you want. They're friends with their customers. When you're happy, they're happy. If you haven't been to their store, they invite you to come visit. And if you've already one of their friends, stop in again soon and check out all of this season's gear. Cache Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on US 91.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter just about to get underway, and my computer is demanding a restart, so I've got to figure this out to say no, we don't want to do that. Down inside, the shot up and good for Lyman. Did you see who made that shot, Rob? We'll give it to Olivia Smith. She's been good inside. Maybe it was Spring Yagi. Rebels 3 from the left wing, off target. Bradshaw the rebound. All the way up court, missed shot. Yagi the offensive board, and the putback is good. Lyman coming out hot to start this fourth quarter. Rebels put up a 3 from the left wing. Risha Larson from three-point range. A first T7 Propane and Woodruff three-pointer of the game for Rich. That may be your Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game. 3-point left wing is an air ball and deflected by Larson out of bounds. Right wing 3, short. Stacy with the rebound for Rich, trailing 48-22. Up ahead to Larson. Risha, one dribble up top to Stacy. Rebels fired underneath and overthrow it. 27th turnover of the game for Rich. Up across the timeline, Chesney Walker. Most of the starters still in there for both teams. Left wing, across the top, Olivia Smith to Bradshaw. Top of the key, three-point shot, rims around, off the glass and down through for Olivia Smith. Boy, she's having herself a great game with 14 points, came in averaging 2 per contest. Rebel drive by Kiera, misses on the shot. 51-22. Eagles having a little trouble controlling it. Lose it out of bounds. Up across the timeline, 5:48 left to go in this ball game. Fourth quarter is brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. Hopkin, free throw line. Risha lobs it up and puts it in. Good ball movement, and Larson with 5 points in the quarter. Makes it 51-24. Rich trailing on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Down inside, a whistle and a foul. And a push called against Lyman. That's a 6-team foul on the Eagles. Foul charge to Cedar Air. I apologize, I'm feeling a little bit distracted right now. My computer's telling me it's going to reset, and I'm trying to figure out how to make sure it doesn't just do that right during the middle of the action. Across the timeline, Kiera bounces right wing to Hopkins. Julia takes the 3 over the top. Kaylee Cornea saves it from going out of bounds, but to the Lyman Eagles. Good ball movement. Bradshaw in the lane, kicks it back across to the wing. Then to Olivia Smith. She'll take one dribble, kick it up top. Yagi from right wing 3, no good. And Cornea with another rebound. I've got that as her 9th. Ugh, stupid piece of crap. Gosh. (57-29) the final score. Lyman with the win over Rich. Apologies on those technical issues to finish out this game. The Rebel boys won 63-40 over Mountain View. The Rebels close out the Flaming Gorge Classic with a loss 57-29. Stay tuned. Our post-game show is coming up after the break. We'll have the Jimmy John's Freaky Fest recap the entire Flaming Gorge Classic, at least from the Rich standpoint, and we'll be back with that right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
As the hospital closest to Bear Lake, professional medical care is always available at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. As a full-service hospital, Bear Lake Memorial offers an emergency room that's open 24/7. They treat patients of all ages. Other professional services include physicians' clinics, assisted living, home health services, counseling, dialysis, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, orthopedic care, and skilled nursing. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
Whenever you need dirt work, always think of J-Bar Excavation first. The professionals at J-Bar Excavation have all the right equipment and the experience to provide quality work that fits your schedule and your budget. Serving customers for years, the team at J-Bar Excavation understands the area and will work with you to create exactly what you're looking for. Stop in today. J-Bar Excavation, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah. It doesn't matter what season you visit Bear Lake. Make sure you always stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods. You'll find lots of great quality inventory at low prices, including guns and ammo. During the winter, you can rent cross-country skis, snowshoes, and buy your ski passes to Beaver Mountain. Pugstone's is always the best place to get information about the area and purchase your hunting or fishing licenses. Everything you need with one stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods at the 4-way stop in Garden City.
Welcome back to the post-game show. We've got your Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play and shot of the game, plus the Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game. But first, it's time for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. That's Jimmy John's at 113 Front Street in Evanston. Gourmet sandwiches, fresh and fast every day. The Flaming Gorge Classic, Rebel girls and boys participating Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Rebel girls started with a tough loss against Mountain View, 64-30 on Thursday. Girls bounced back with a solid performance, but an 8-point loss against Green River, the home team, 61-53 on Friday night. Rebels capped off the weekend against the Lyman Lady Eagles, number 2 team in 3A Wyoming basketball. And Lyman jumped out to an early lead and never looked back. They led 9-4 at the end of one. McKinley Bradshaw finished with 15 points, 9 rebounds. Olivia Smith had her best game of the season, 14 points and 5 boards. And Rich struggled. They've turned it over 20 times in the first half, 30 times in the ball game, scored just 29 in a 57-29 loss against the Lyman Eagles. Rebel boys team opened the Flaming Gorge Classic on Thursday with a solid win over Lyman, and then followed that up with a tough, tight loss at Rock Springs against 4A Tigers. The Rebels lost last night 63-59. Rebels had a great performance from Nick Jarman in the game, 26 points, 14 rebounds, and a handful of blocks, but Rock Springs just squeaked by Rich last night against 63-59 the final there. Rebel boys capped off the weekend with a 63-40 win over Mountain View this afternoon. So the girls go 0-3, the boys 2-1 at Flaming Gorge Classic. And again, our final score on the Rich versus Lyman girls game, 57-29. This is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Gourmet sandwiches, fresh and fast every day at 113 Front Street in Evanston. You're tuned in to the Rebel postgame show. Coming up after the break, we'll have your Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot and play of the game, plus the Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210. If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Back in the post-game show, Rebels tough loss against Lyman, 57-29. That's a very, very good Lyman team that improves to 6-0 this season. And Lyman, they've been averaging 55 per game. Rebels allowed 57, so that's right about their average. Lyman wins 57-29 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Here in the post-game show, time for the Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game. That one goes to Risha Larson. Take your pick of one of her 2 T7 Propane and Woodruff three-pointers in the fourth quarter. Larson had 8 points, led the Rebels in scoring today. All 8 of those in the fourth quarter, hit 2 threes. Your shots of the game. Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game came in the second quarter. Rebels were down 19-4. Julia Hopkin with an and one. She hit the free throw, completed the three-point play the old-fashioned way, and that is your play of the game, brought to you by Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game came in the third quarter. The Rebels had turned it over 8 times in the first, 12 times in the second. They took care of it better in the third and found some offensive production. They had scored just 4 and 4 in the first and second quarters. Exploded, not really a big explosion, but compared to the first and second quarters, 11 points in the third. Rich came alive offensively in that third quarter. And that was your adjustment of the game. They worked it around better, took care of the ball better, and that led to some better point scoring production. Randolph Country Store, we may be small, but we've got it all. Coming up on the Town of Laketown Rebel Sports Update, we'll visit with Hannah Coburn of the Rich Rebel Drill Team. Final score, 57-29. Lyman girls beat the Rebels. The Rebels won the JV girls game, 54-17, and the Rebel boys beat Mountain View today, 63-40. More of the postgame show on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com when we return.
There's real power in enthusiasm. It spells the difference between mediocrity and having real, successful accomplishments. The mayor and town council from the town of Laketown recognize the enthusiasm of the parents, teachers, fans, and students of Rich High School. Whether it's your education, athletics, academics, or even your daily chores, enthusiasm can make all the difference. When it comes to hard things in life, don't say, why me? Just say, try me. Remember, it's the tough things that make us the strongest. The cattle ranchers at Laziest Ranching are proud supporters of the youth in our community. Sim, Joe Jean, Carol, and Millie Weston, along with Sim Jr. and Meggie, remind everyone to eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. That's right. Eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels.
Welcome to the Rebel Sports Update, brought to you by the town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from Mayor Sim Weston and council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvy, and Delora White.
Ryan STEINECKERT with junior Hannah Coburn at Rich High School. Hannah, thanks for your time today.
Oh, it's no problem. Glad to be here.
How are things going for the Rebel Drill Team?
Amazing. We had our first competition just this past weekend on December 9th. We took second overall, first in our military dance, second in our dance, and second in our character dance. So that's super exciting for all of us.
First in the military. What's tell me a little bit more. Have you guys performed that at a halftime?
Yeah, so we performed it at the 2 Deaf and Blind games that were here. I don't know when. And then at the varsity girls against Bear Lake. That was the only dance we performed so far. We've been able to. but I'm super excited to show the rest of them.
What's more fun for you, performing at halftime or going to that competition?
They both have their perks. Performing at halftime, it's nice because you have the crowd knows you. They check, they say your name, they get you pumped up for everything. But going to competition, it's just so exciting. The adrenaline that gets to you, that these giant crowds are watching you and not knowing them, and the fact that you're competing and you have to do your best just really makes you want to push yourself. So they both have their perks, but I think definitely performing at halftime is more fun for me.
Hannah, you mentioned the second place overall, right? Is that 1A or of everybody?
It's over 1A. So you're competing against Diamond Ranch and Monticello. And so we took second between those three.
Was that a good preview, do you think, for when state comes around? You're going to be competing against Monticello, Diamond Ranch. Do you know who else is in 1A drill?
I think Paiute. I'm not quite sure if that's them, but I think we have a couple other teams that we're going against, but Monticello and Diamond Ranch are at the competition we were at. So we at least know what to expect from them.
You think you can overtake Monticello by about, 2 months from now?
We most definitely can. I believe in us.
What do you like about drill team? You mentioned some of the things like at home, you hear the name, you hear get pumped up, but what else do you like about being on the drill team?
The team itself, all of the girls I've gotten so close with, they are like family to me. I can go to them with any problem, or if I'm feeling down, I can go to them and they will help me pick me up. I also love Ruthie. She's an amazing coach. She's really also there for you also, and I love just getting to dance every day and having that fun time performing, I guess.
And I've heard a few different, obviously Ruth and Jarman. Now you're saying Ruthie. I've also heard Mama Ruth. What other nicknames does Coach Jarman have?
I'm not quite sure. We call her Roofie sometimes. Just yell Ruth. Mom is a classic one. We always call her Mom. There's just a bunch of random ones that just pop out at random times during practice.
What's the dance you guys have with the brooms, or what are those?
So actually it's our character dance. So our character we're portraying are bosses, janitors, and secretaries. So like we have mops that the brooms have, desks and chairs, and we just incorporate those, and it's super fun. I think it's one of my favorite dances.
Do you ever perform that like at Coach Jarman's house? Like, is that a secret plan for her to get her floor clean?
I know we've had a lot of offers from other people, but Ruthie so far has not asked us. I mean, I'll be gladly do it, but...
Hannah Coburn, junior at Rich High School. Good luck taking state, drill, golf. Good luck working on the associates and everything else.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hannah. That's your Rebel Sports Update presented by the town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from the mayor and town council of Laketown. Rebels, tough loss against a very good Lyman 3A team, 57-29. Eagles get the win. Rebels have lost 4 straight to Lyman and 4 straight this season. Rich dips the record to 4-5 ahead of next week's game against the Grace Grizzlies back at home at Rich High School. One more short break. We'll take a look ahead at Rich County sports and activities coming up in the days and week ahead. Rebel basketball on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
In life, your integrity could also be considered your own personal brand. In ranching, the brand outlasts the rancher. As individuals, your character and your integrity also outlast your lifetime. At Reese Land and Livestock, the Rexes congratulate the Rich County School District students as they create personal integrity, their own individual brands, and wish you good luck in this year's academics and sports.
Back in the post-game show. Tough loss today for the Rebel girls, 57-29 against Lyman. The boys, meanwhile, beat Mountain View 63-40 earlier today over at Lincoln Middle School in Green River. We're on the post-game show, and it's time to take a look ahead at Rich County sports and activities coming up in the next week. Should cover today first. The Royal girls basketball team is at Big Piney and Pinedale today. They already played Big Piney, and the Pinedale games today start at 1:30. Middle school wrestlers are at Rock Springs. That started at 10 this morning. And the Rebel wrestling team, the high school team, is at the Malad tournament going throughout the day today. Wyoming Cowgirls basketball tonight. They host the Texas Southern. They host Texas Southern. Pregame tonight is at 7:30 right here on the Wildlife. Looking ahead to next week, Tuesday, December 19th, school board meeting at the district office at 12 noon. And then Thursday is a minimum school day. Buses leave at 12:30 right after lunch, but there's also some wrestling and basketball that night. The Rebels host a duel versus the Bear Lake Bears at Rich High School. We'll cover that here on KADQ at mylocalradio.com. You can listen live. You can watch live. Rich versus Bear Lake. Our pregame coverage will begin about 5, maybe 10 minutes before the beginning of the match. So let's look forward to 3:40 on next Thursday afternoon, Rich Rebel Wrestling. We'll follow that up with Rich Rebel Basketball that night. The girls will face Grizzlies, the Grace Grizzlies. Scheduled JV start time is 5:30, varsity at 7. So our pregame basketball coverage will start at 6:30 Thursday night. Then after that, it's on to Christmas and the new calendar year. So that's a look ahead here on the postgame show. That wraps up our Rebel postgame show. Again, our final score on today's Stacy's Repair scoreboard: Lyman 57, the Rebels 29. 30 turnovers in the ball game for the Rich Rebels. They'll have to take care of it better in the future. Join us again next Thursday for Rebel Wrestling against Bear Lake, pregame at 3:50, and then Rebel Girls Basketball against Grace, pregame at 6:30. Those are both next Thursday night at Rich High School. For this morning's today's videographer, Rob Leifson, and my producer, Kate Bolin, are back in the studio. I'm Ryan STEINECKERT. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again soon.
You've been tuned in to Rich High School Basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by these Rebel supporting businesses and individuals: the Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign of Evanston, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, and by mylocalradio.com. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder.
Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank office manager Kayleen Anderson and our sales manager Julie Burley, along with KNYN Sports Director Jake Hibbert and production assistants Kate Bolander and AJ Lamb. Biggest thanks to all of our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Rebel players and coaches. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Rich Lady Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com. Until the next time, Rich High takes the court. Go Rebels!